Hello Pisces, thank you for tuning in. This is the love read. For the main read, I'm using the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. And for the supportive Oracle cards, the Angel Answer cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. That being said, let's get started. I haven't used these cards, well, the last month I've been using them, but before that I put them away for quite a while, so it's kind of a fresh look at what's going on and getting different input. Alright, so what's going on here? Now, your overall energy here, this is weird. Why did this come up this way? This is relationships. It seems like there's a lot of communications going on here. That seems to be the main issue. Oddly, this seems to come out differently than I usually do with a relationship spread. I didn't realize until after I put it all down that it's not usually how this matches up. Seems like communication seems to be a big issue on your side. An issue or a catalyst, something. Let's go a little farther and find out. Talk about a fresh perspective. I wasn't expecting it to happen this way. Now, that seems to be the main thing on your side. The main thing on the other side for your partner, because this is relationships, yes, is deceit. But I'm not sure, like, it's like malicious deceit, if that makes it any difference. I'm trying to figure out, like, what exact, because it doesn't seem like things are bad between you. I'm not getting, like, there's bad things going on, but your partner's not being honest with you about something. I feel like they have, like, a little bit of money saved up, or some type of extra money that they're holding, and they're keeping a secret from you. But I don't feel like it's a bad thing. The thing is, even though it's not really, I'm not getting that it's really a bad thing, but it seems to be like, as you go in, you're feeling like you're lacking. Like there's something you want to do and there's not enough money. This, I always, not always, but usually notice that there's one door shut, and I always wonder what's behind that other door. And I feel like this is a big thing for this situation with you and your partner. Like, there's other possibilities here, but you're not seeing them, and I feel like that door, like, your partner doesn't want you to open that other door. But there's enough to do what you need to do. Because what comes next... See, this is the weird thing. You're thinking there's not enough money here. But that might not be the case. Because it seems like as you go forward, more information comes to you, and you got the Sun and the World. These two cards together, this is having a really good time. So I don't feel like the financial restraints are holding you back. But it might be bringing a little bit of stress on your side because you're thinking there's really not enough money to do this. But your partner does have something in reserve or has something to the side. Your partner seems very gung-ho on this, and you're kind of like, I feel like it's kind of like a little, whatever the situation is, it's kind of throwing you off a little bit, because you're just kind of like, there's not enough money to do this, why are you feeling this way? But they seem to keep going, and I feel like you're just kind of going along with them, but you're kind of like, I feel like you're trying to push for more information, but you're not really getting it. What comes up on your side next is choose a new direction. Like, I feel like this is really, like you're looking in the long distance type of way, and you're like, I understand we're having fun now, but I feel like you're kind of like, all right, this is good, this is fun, but you're looking at the long term, and you're just like, I just don't think we can sustain this. Like, it's fun right now, but we don't have the money to really do this. And I feel like you're trying to push back on that, but your partner just keeps going. And just is kind of like, don't worry about it. Not really telling you that they have finances or something on this to the side. And the situation keeps going. You get the second chakra in the next spot here for what happens between you and your partner. And things seem very, very good between the two of you. Right above that, this is where the fifth chakra for you pops in. The fifth chakra is the blue chakra, the throat chakra, the communication chakra. Is it the second? The second is the sacral chakra. It's usually about home, family, stability, things like that. So you're communicating, trying to make sure this works out, and your partner seems to be giving you a line. I don't know. I feel like they're not telling you the truth. So part of me thinks in some situations they might be telling you there's more money there than there actually is. They just seem to be moving forward, not worrying about it. But I do see this situation working out. It's just like they're being deceptive about something. Although I feel like it's just because they don't want, either they don't want you to worry about it, or they don't, I don't know, they want to keep control in some sense. The question is, why are they kind of holding back? Why aren't they telling you what's going on here? Because I feel like I'm saying I feel like a lot. That's what I feel like. I'm thinking it's a little kind of like things don't look right here. This card tends to not look right to me anyway, but it's deceit. So not that it should look right anyway. When I'm looking at this person, I'm noticing like they're protecting themselves in some respect. They seem to be like trying to like avoid or divert your attention from what they're doing. And they just don't want you to be involved with it for some reason. But the question is, what is that reason? Let's go a little farther, because I'm seeing like this. You got the sixth chakra with the happy family. Happy family is very reminiscent of like the 10 of Cups. Sometimes the 10 of Pentacles. Almost the two of them combined seems to be this card. Like things going really well, but you have the sixth chakra, which means everything's on point. Nothing's to really worry about. Like everything seems to be going well, which is really conflicting just as I'm looking at it, because I'm like, how can there be deceit, but things seem to be working out well? Because I feel like there might be a good reason why they're holding back. I'm getting like this rainy day fund for a lot of them. And they hold this money to the side, and that way when they need it, they have it, but they don't want, like I almost feel like if they let you know that it's there, that you'll try to pull on it when you need it as well, and they don't want that. They want it at their own disposal. I feel like this is like their rainy day fund. Like when they want to do something and they don't really want to talk it over with you, they just want to go ahead, they have like this little rainy day fund set aside, and they just make things happen for themselves. Like I feel like they're holding money to the side. I really feel like they do that. But I don't feel like it's really like against you. It seems like it might be a pattern with this person. They just like have a little security to the side, just like if they want to do something, they know that money's there and they can pull on it when necessary. Anything else with this? Alright, so what is the overall message here? It seems like for the majority of you, I really feel like there's more than enough money here. It's just you're not seeing it. But your partner has it like stashed to the side, like a rainy day fund. I really feel like that's what's going on. And you're going forward and you're having fun, but then you start questioning. You're just like, where is this money going to come from? Like, I'm having a good time and I want to keep going, but you're looking at the long term. You're just like, there's bills, there's this, there's that. Like, we can't just be spending this money this way. And you're pushing your partner, but they're still going forward. And I feel like while you're communicating, they pacify you, but without telling you how they're going to do things. They just somehow get you to not worry about it, and you guys keep having a good time. Like, I feel like it's all about the rainy day fund, that your partner has this rainy day fund. That's what I feel, and it's weird that they're not telling you about it, but I feel like the reason they don't is because they don't really tell anybody about it. That way, if there's something they really want to do, they know they have that money to the side and they can do it. Like, if push comes to shove and they need some cash, they know they have it to the side. Because they feel like if people know about it, like if they let you know about it and say you're behind on bills, you'll force them to use it for bills. And I feel like sometimes they wouldn't do that. They would still hold that because that's like the rainy day fund. It's like the don't touch fund. So is that what this is all about? I feel like for relationships, things are going fine, but your partner is just like not telling. I don't, and it's weird because I feel like they keep this from most people. I don't really feel like it's against you in a sense. I just feel like it's something they do. And one of the reasons they're not telling you is because they want complete control of this money. And if you're aware of it, it becomes more of like you try to pull on the fund and they don't want that. They want complete control, and the only way they can have complete control of it is just by not acknowledging that it's there. But this, because I feel like you're wondering, like, how are we going to pay for bills after this? Like, how can we do this right now? And the long term is your partner's pulling on this rainy day fund. And I feel like even at the end, like, things are going well and you're just kind of questioning it, like, where did that money come from? And they're not telling you. I feel like they're not telling you. Or they're going to give you some line like, oh, I did this or that and I got some extra cash, or somebody owed me money or something. I feel like they're giving you some type of line. Then things work out because they don't want you to know about this. I feel like that's what it is. I'm curious, if that hits for you, let me know exactly if you find out what this rainy day fund is, or if this money just kind of pops up in your life. Your partner seems to pull money out of the hat from like you have no idea where, and things seem to work out, because that seems very interesting. Because it seems like this is a pattern with this person. If this happens, I have a feeling it's not the first time this has happened. So that's very interesting. And maybe it's just good for you to realize that that's happening, but I don't feel like it's against you. It's like a control thing. If nobody knows about it, they have complete control. All right, are we good here? All right, I think we're good with that. I think the whole purpose of that was just so you won't worry as much, or that way if you start wondering, like, where's this money going to come from, or you start to question, like, where did that money come from, you're going to kind of see, like, it's like a rainy day fund is what I feel like. And some of them, like, have it invested in items, like maybe they fix up something, like I see an ATV, they might fix up stuff like that, or maybe there's a piece of property that they might collect certain things, but that's why they collect them, so that they can sell them when they need to get the money that they want, things like that. I'm getting it's more like a rainy day fund, though, for most of you. Alright, so Pisces singles. Let's see what we got for Pisces singles. And I noticed that I'm doing these cards first. Let's just see what happens here. Pisces singles. I'm going to do a Celtic cross here for you guys and see what's going on. Alright. Well, you guys got the happy family card too, I'm noticing. Alright, we got one last card. The sixth chakra in the last one, that was like intuitive things. That was the third chakra, not the seventh. Or the third, not the third. Oy, the third eye chakra. For the love of Pete. Alright, we'll move down from that anyway. Let's go into this. You have an interesting reading here, single Pisces. I looked at this card where you're standing, and when I read it quick, I thought it said out of balance. That's not what it says. It says angel of balance. But I feel like you might be a little out of balance with how you're feeling. No, how things aren't adding up correct right now. Like, something's out of balance. Like, action and communication are not balancing out. What you want and saying what you want, or communicating that out, doesn't seem to be matching right now. The base of the situation is the woman holding a heart. And like I always say, especially with general reads, don't hold into the gender of the card. This just means there's... I feel like, is this someone holding an offer, or you're holding an offer? You're holding an offer of love for someone else. And I feel like you might be pining a little bit. Like you're holding out and you're thinking about it and you're just wishing away, but you're not really acting on it. That's kind of what I'm feeling to start with. I feel like this has been going on for a little while. You got the angel of love in the past. But I feel like you're looking at this person and you're kind of a little googly-eyed about it, but you're not. I don't feel like you're really moving on it. You're a little indecisive. That's the next. Currently where you're standing is indecisive, indecision. Indecision. The question is why, and I think I might be seeing why. In your environment, there's hostilities and there's choose a new direction. So whoever you're pining for some reason you're thinking this is a bad idea. Now, for some of them, I feel like it's the actual person is a little hostile. And you're just like, that might be more, like there's some good there, but the bad might really outweigh it. Even though you're having these feelings, you're just kind of like, it might be more of a shit show than anything else. I don't know why I had to say that, but I felt like I needed to. I'm getting like that's the majority of you. You're thinking this person is a little bit too combative. Even though you have feelings for them, you're just kind of thinking they might chew you up and spit you out. Now, the overall energy here is door to spirit, which means opportunities coming your way. And I feel like you need to see a different side of this person. You're noticing them in a certain situation, and I feel like you're seeing the aggressive side of them, and you're not experiencing the loving side of them. The question is this person normally more combative, or once they're in a relationship with somebody, are they a lot easier to deal with? Are they a lot more sensitive, especially if they're with somebody who they feel is sensitive? Is the bark worse than the bite? That type of thing. Now, you're in this spot of indecision. Even though that's happening, they're saying you can go left or right here. You don't have to go for this if you don't want to, but you've been feeling this for a little while. It's up to you, is what it's saying. But the advice that seems to be going forward is appreciation with the yes. There's two yeses in this deck, yes with exclamation and a yes without. This is the yes without, which basically means it's kind of like a soft yes, like you can if you'd like to. Like this might be a good idea. And I feel like if you're showing appreciation to this person and you get on their good side or get them in a good moment, you can like see how you can ask them how they feel about you and see what they think. And I feel like this should be going more to your favor, but it seems like it's a slow start. It's a slow start. Because I feel like when you go towards this person, you show appreciation, and you ask them how they feel about you, or see how things are going. It seems like it takes a very tranquil, slow. Like, I feel like they're like, yeah, we can go out sometime, or yeah, we can hang out sometime and just see how things go between us. Like, I feel like they're kind of conducive with that. So, but this is like, I feel like this is really being noted as a slow start. Like, this is just like, when you put out this appreciation and you get this soft yes, I feel like it's saying that the other person agrees to go on a date or go to some type of event with you in the future. And then it's from there that things open up a little more for you. You have 3 cards here at the end. You have get more information, the heart chakra, and the crown chakra. Now, with the 3 of these cards together, I feel like as you're getting closer to them, you're seeing the softer side, and you're feeling more connected with them. I'm feeling like this is a really good event, and this really helps you understand what they're like. And I feel like it's kind of moving you into the direction of actually going forward. But I'm also noticing in your mind you have man holding a heart and a peaceful resolution. So I feel like you're going very stable, very slow, and you're just inching your way forward because I feel like there's a little bit of nervousness that this person might be a little overly hostile. or you think they might be hard to deal with on a day-to-day basis. Like if you had to deal with them every day, it'd be kind of hard. But your feelings, like you're feeling for them, you have a strong attraction, so you just want to know, is that really how it is, or is that just how you're perceiving it? I feel like you're perceiving them in a certain situation mostly. And for that situation, it's warranted for them to be very strong, and you're seeing that. And it's the way they go about things. It kind of like, you're like, oh, is this how they are all the time? Because I don't want to be, I don't like to argue that much, especially not every day. And you're worried, like, if I get involved in this, am I going to be, like, arguing almost every day with this person? Like, because I don't want to do that. But as you get closer, you got the hostilities with choose a new direction, which I feel like choose a new direction is you're seeing a different side of them. You're seeing how loving, how calm, the other attributes of them that you're actually attracted to are getting a little brighter, a little more obvious. So I feel like as you go forward, this is something you're getting more comfortable with, and you're seriously deciding, giving this a shot to go forward with it. And I feel like you're feeling a lot more comfortable because it's a slow start. It seems like the other person is conducive with that too. A slow start seems to be very, very calming for them as well, because I feel like their life might be a little bit hectic. And the fact that you're just kind of going at it slowly makes it easier for them, and you're like a tranquil, like, escape from that. And it's kind of like they're kind of drawn to you for that reason. Like, they like the calmness because these other parts of life are so busy and hectic that you seem a lot more calm and relaxed, and it makes it easier for them. They like this disconnect for a little while, and this is how you can see, like, get an idea of, like, what would it be like going farther, and you get to make a better decision based on that. Yeah, so that's the whole point of this. Alright, so I think we're good there. So I think the whole point is, though, that you can show that appreciation and go about it, like, very nice. I feel like you're just kind of asking, how do you feel about me? Would you like to go out sometime? But I feel like the way you're putting it, it's very easy for this person to go yes or no, and that's what you're trying to set it up for. But I feel like they do like you. But I feel like they also appreciate that you're making it non-confronting. You're making it very easy for them to go left or right because you make it so easy for them. I feel like they appreciate that as well. It goes to your favor because life is up in the air. I feel like life is very hectic for this person. Okay. All right, that's the relationship. No, that is the single for the love reading for Pisces. I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you very much for watching. Of course, if you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com, james4astral@gmail.com. Thank you.